Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mariza Villarreal. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my updates. Today I want to talk about pregnancy and breastfeeding using Herbalife products. It's a question that I get quite often, so I wanted to be able to cover it on here so that everybody's clear. So first of all, you guys, I want to say a common misconception is that Herbalife is a diet company. Herbalife is not a diet company. Herbalife is a nutrition company. So we specialize in good nutrition. Most times when you're giving your body great nutrition, it will just shed fat. So depending on how you're using the products, how you're using the program, will decipher on whether you're getting fat loss. You can use Herbalife for weight gain. You can use Herbalife for fat loss. You can use it for muscle gain. And I have several clients who are pregnant and breastfeeding and using the products with success. They have some of the healthiest Herba babies I have ever seen. So you guys, I'm just going to talk about my clients and I'm going to talk about my experience while breastfeeding using the Herbalife products. I am not suggesting any of this for the general use. Everybody's pregnancy is different, and through every phase of pregnancy you'll need a different amount of calories. And every pregnancy is going to differ. So make sure that you consult with your doctor or your nutritionalist before you do any type of changes to your diet. I will say that while I was breastfeeding, I did take all of my products to my doctor, who does not have a biased opinion of Herbalife. That's really important to say, you guys, because there's a lot of doctors out there who are not educated. But if you have a doctor who is willing to actually look at the labels and not have a biased opinion, that would be fantastic. I took all of my products, I took a bag of products to my doctor's office, and he looked at them and he actually approved them all while I was breastfeeding Giovanni, which made me feel really good and really comforted. I've had nurses who have looked at the products and said during pregnancy, you know, all of this looks great. But again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I would direct them to your primary physician because they know you and your body and your needs. So with that said, you guys, I'm going to say I just had a client and she had a baby. She used the Herbalife products prior to her pregnancy. And then during the time that she was with me, she got pregnant and she stayed using her products. She did not use meal replacements because during pregnancy, you don't want to restrict calories. She actually used the shakes as snacks. During her first trimester, she had really bad morning sickness and she had trouble keeping food down, but she was also really hungry and she was worried about her baby getting the proper nutrition. So Herbalife shakes have amazing vitamins, nutrients, cellular nutrition, stuff that's great for your baby. So she was able to keep the shakes down, and what worked for her really well is that some of them come in really sweet flavors and some of them are not so sweet flavors. So depending on what your cravings look like, this is probably a better option than a giant bowl of ice cream. And it's good for you, right? It's good for your baby during pregnancy because you're getting all the vitamins and nutrition that you need. Again, I would not use it as a diet. I would incorporate shakes into your pregnancy. And it's always funny, you guys, because I get a lot of people who say, I can't believe you're drinking Herbalife while you're pregnant. But if you're sitting on the couch eating 2 bags of fries and a nuggets and a burger and you're pregnant, nobody says a word, right? So just be aware, you guys. People are always going to have something to say, but I have had several clients go through their pregnancy as my client using my plan, and they've done extremely well. Their doctors have approved their products for them. Like I said, I've done my background check on them. I'm not going to say what products that are approved on this video. I will say when it comes to pregnancy and breastfeeding, it's something that I take very serious. I'm a mother of 4 myself. I use the products through breastfeeding. I wish I had them through my pregnancy, but unfortunately I was introduced to the products right after I had my baby. So, I will say that I've had several clients do really, really well. Very, very happy. Their doctors were happy with the amount of weight that they gained. Now we kind of restrict how much weight we want to gain during pregnancy. Your doctor stays very concerned about it. With things like, there's complications that you could have from gaining too much weight through pregnancy. So you want to make sure that you're not eating too much junk food, that you're not eating too much processed food, and you're keeping in mind that everything that you eat during pregnancy, your baby gets as well. So being that these are full of vitamins, nutrition, cellular nutrition, so much good stuff, I would rather give my baby this than a Chick-fil-A. Like when you look at the nutrients and the vitamins that are in a shake compared to like a Chick-fil-A or cheese fries, I would rather me and my baby get this, and it's healthier and you feel good while you're pregnant. You're not so tired all the time. Usually during pregnancy, I find that, and I'm speaking for myself, that I'm really tired and I'm really moody because my body's not getting enough nutrition. My vitamins make me super nauseous, so I'm not getting what I need in my body. But I find that when my clients use the products during pregnancy, they have a healthier, happier pregnancy. So now let's talk about if you guys need information on what products to use, how to incorporate the products into your pregnancy, feel free to go down below and hit let me coach you, and there's a form and you can fill it out, and in there I ask you if you're pregnant or you're breastfeeding so that I know how to give you what type of plan to give you. For my pregnancy plan, again, you guys, I use these as snacks, and I want you to rely on food so that you're not restricting your calories during pregnancy, because dieting during pregnancy is a no-no. Restricting your calories during pregnancy is a no-no. So we want to use these as snacks. And then there's several products that you can also incorporate into your pregnancy. I will give you those after you join as a member and you are officially my client. So now let's switch over, you guys, to breastfeeding, because I can give you my personal experience breastfeeding using the Herbalife products. So again, this is my experience while breastfeeding using the products, you guys. This is based on my experience, my opinions, solely mine alone as a health coach. I used 2 Formula 1 shakes, 2 snacks, and a dinner. And then sometimes I would even have another meal when I was breastfeeding. We now have a product called the New Mom Booster, which you add to your shakes, and it's made for breastfeeding moms to give them that extra nutrition that they need in order to produce more of their milk supply, or for women who are struggling with the milk supply and their babies are not getting enough milk because their bodies are not producing enough. Using the shakes and the booster, I have found through my clients that they produce more. This is not every case, you guys. This is just what I've seen with my clients. So let's be clear on that. But they've produced more milk, or when women who were having trouble incorporated a shake into their diet with the Mom Booster, and they found that their babies were getting more satisfied with the milk that was coming out, the quality of the milk. Remember that if you're breastfeeding and you're working out and you're not taking in enough calories and you're not drinking enough water, your milk supply will suffer. I tell all of my breastfeeding moms to incorporate oatmeal in the morning. It helps with your supply. If you're struggling with your milk supply, you guys, oatmeal is a great thing to add into your morning meals. And like I said, the shakes and the New Mom Booster. So I had a client who said that her baby was constantly spitting up, and she started to take the New Mom Booster, and her baby actually stopped spitting up altogether. That is her experience. That we don't cure anything, but that was her experience with it, and she was really happy with it. And even though she stopped breastfeeding now, she still uses the New Mom Booster. So I have quite a few clients breastfeeding and pregnant and successfully using their program. I'm going to tell you guys that I breastfed Giovanni. I went to the gym and I used the shakes, and I was able to successfully breastfeed Giovanni with enough breast milk. And I also lost 30 pounds while doing that the healthy way. I did not restrict myself. I did not starve myself. I did not go into like a big caloric deficit. But from giving my body all the vitamins and nutrients that it needed, it let go of any extra body fat that I was holding on to. So I actually got to my pre-pregnancy weight, and then I got in better shape the whole time that I was breastfeeding using the Herbalife Nutrition Plan. And again, you guys, I do not suggest dieting. I do not suggest restricting calories during pregnancy and breastfeeding. But I will say, when you give your body the proper nutrition, you'll be surprised at what it does. So, yeah, so that's what I did, you guys. And remember, not all coaches use the same plans or have the same experience. So what you're going to get from me, you may not get from the next coach and the next coach, because Herbalife does not have like a pregnancy breastfeeding plan. Mostly it works off of like what my experience was, and then let me help you. And then if you're struggling, I can go in and help you because I have 4 kids and I've breastfed all 4 of my kids, and I have several clients who went through pregnancy and incorporated the products. So I can speak to you from experience. Remember that if you're like, okay, well, Mariza said that I can use Herbalife products while pregnant and breastfeeding, and now I'm going to go ask my grandma or my aunt who sells Herbalife, they may not have the experience or the knowledge needed in order for you to incorporate the products. So when you're choosing an Herbalife coach, you guys, remember that not everybody does it the same. Not everybody has the same experiences and the same knowledge. And this does not come from Herbalife corporate. This comes from my experience using the products through pregnancy and breastfeeding. So make sure when you choose your coach, you're not choosing somebody because they're local to you or because they're your cousin or your friend or your aunt. Choose a coach who has had success with the products and has been through what you're looking for. If you guys need help, the link is down below. I would love to help you during your pregnancy and your breastfeeding. Again, make sure that you check with your doctor or your nutritionalist for any type of dietary changes that you make, not just Herbalife, but any dietary changes that you make that are super abrupt. I want to end with, do not get on a diet while you're pregnancy or you're breastfeeding, and do not try to do anything super new. Like, you want to stay familiar with everything. I have had clients get on my program halfway through pregnancy and said that they felt better and that they wish they would have done it from the very beginning. So if you're trying to get pregnant, start to get on the products early so that your body's, you know, acclimated to everything that's going on, and then decide for yourself with your coach's help what's best for you and what products that you want to use. But from my experience, you guys, I used the products while I breastfed Giovanni with success. My milk never like dried up or I had any problems. In fact, I produced more breast milk using the shakes because I was actually getting more nutrition and more vitamins. That is my experience alone. I'm not saying that's a general experience. That was my experience. So I do take on clients who are pregnant and breastfeeding, and I find that they do really well. In fact, my client I was telling you about who went through pregnancy, she had used the products prior, and then she got pregnant and she used the products, and then I got to be in the room while the baby was born. He was 10 pounds, you guys, 10 pounds. His name is Ben, and he is the cutest thing ever. And if I can, I'm going to put up a photo of Ben right here. And he was the most beautiful baby ever, super healthy, 10-pound baby. And his mommy consumed Herbalife shakes her whole pregnancy. So I was super proud of her, and I was happy to be in the room, and I was happy to be part of it. But that's the kind of family that we create through Herbalife and my clients. I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to message me. Check me out at Instagram at Mariza_Villarreal.com. You can find the link below. Make sure you subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.